Hey everybody, this is Greg Ryder, and I want to say welcome and thank you very much for taking your time. So we know your time is valuable, and we really appreciate it, and this is going to be some cool, fun stuff. And I'm happy that I got my partner on the line with this, Cliff Smith. Say howdy to everybody, Cliff.
Hi guys, how's everybody doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Loving life. So my name is Greg Ryder, and I'm with my partner, Cliff Smith. And what we do is we help entrepreneurs, expert coaches, monetize their expertise by helping them create membership sites that they can deliver and sell their expertise in the form of digital content online. And the idea is that you take that expertise and you market it online. You can get paid when you're sleeping, and it's just an awesome model. And then the idea is also that you have two kind of models. You have one model where you charge a single one-time fee to access my content, my training content, and a second one where you get a subscription model, and we prefer the subscription model. We're going to show that and go over that with you. But here's what I will say also, is I know that you're here because of the invitation that we sent out. Is you understand what a membership site is, I hope. And there is a poll on the right-hand side. Go ahead and take that poll. Do you already have a membership site? Are you, where are you at? Just take that poll. I can't remember what that poll says. Let me see what it says real quick. It says, do you currently have a membership site? And, oh, here, I got to hit start poll. So I just started that poll. So do you currently have a membership site? Fill it out, and let's give us a little feedback. We want to help you get that up and going. So we're not going to teach you about membership sites and all the benefit. We do have webinars. We talk about that in detail. But today I want to talk to you literally about some of the problems that people experience and the solutions that we provide in that area. And I kind of want to start with a case study where one of our clients is a New York Times best-selling author. She's got 5 best-selling books. She's literally known all over the world. She has offices in 5 separate countries. She paid somebody $15,000 to have her membership site built called Millionaire Makers Academy, and 3 months later it still was not built. She called me up. She said, Greg, can you help us? We had her membership site built for a fraction of that cost, and we had it built in less than a week. And now she's ringing that cash register and making money. And so you think about that and you go, man, that's what this is all about, and that's the problem that we want to solve, right? And then you have other situations where maybe you hired the wrong team. Maybe you went to Elance or Freelance or Odesk, and you got one of these overseas teams and you hired them. Literally, a lady who's working with one of my investment companies yesterday was in the office. She hired some people in the Philippines to do her deal, and it's just been, it's like they've got it done, but it's taken 6 months. And it's kind of been a nightmare from my perspective, because what's that cost of lost opportunity? Right? What is that cost of lost opportunity? You think about that, it's just mind-boggling how much money she lost if she had had that thing up and going 5 months ago, which it should have been, right? So you think about that, that kind of stuff. And for me personally, one of my membership sites was built on a platform called Kajabi. And Kajabi, I think, is a great platform. It's one of the competitors of ours now. But it's a great platform. But it's not for people that are technology challenged or that don't want to deal with all kinds of bells and whistles. And I mean super bells and whistles. And so I'm a smart guy. I actually can build websites. I know HTML. I know DreamWorks. And I've taken a process where I want to learn this stuff. So when I hire somebody, I know if I'm getting bamboozled, right? I know if I'm going to have a poser, because I literally learn everything first. Then I go try to hire people because I don't want to do it. I just want to know if I'm getting bamboozled, because I've been ripped off so many times. And I know maybe you're in that same boat as me, right? So you think about that and you say, I just lost my train of thought. So my wife said something to me in the background. It tripped you can't do that to me. So I don't know what she said. It's just like, what was I saying?
Well, let me help you out for a minute there, Greg. This is Cliff talking, and I actually am very happy to be involved here. I'm actually in the process of putting together my own membership website with this same process. So I'm going to be kind of learning how the ins and outs go, particularly for myself. But at the same time, it'll allow me to better help any of you that are looking to get your own websites done. And believe me, for those who are not technically savvy, as Greg's bringing out, those things can be very confusing. But we're here to make it easy. The background technology has all been done, and we're looking to help people like you get yourselves online and get your membership sites rolling.
Cool. Okay, I remember where I was. So I was talking about the site. Yeah, I was talking about the site that I built on Kajabi, and I'm a pretty smart guy. I got in there, I built the whole thing. And after 3 days of like 4, 5, 6 hours a day, I could not figure it out. I just could not get it to function the way I wanted it to function. So then I'm like, I'm done. I went and found what was supposed a Kajabi expert. I paid him $6,000, and a week later, I had it supposedly up and going. And it did. It appeared to be working right. It appeared to be going good. I start driving traffic. I'm doing my stuff. I'm pushing people to it. And it's just not ringing the cash register and converting like it should be. And I kind of lost interest in it because it really wasn't doing what I want to do from a financial standpoint. And about 8 months, 9 months later, I come back and look at it, and I'm with another guy that's a Kajabi expert, and he's showing me, he's like, hey, well, this is broken, and that's broken, that wasn't done right. So my whole funnel wasn't working right, so I left, how many thousands of dollars did that leave on the table? Because it was a little bit too complicated and just wasn't set up right. And then I literally have like 9 membership sites. Then we have another one that we did on another program that works with WordPress. And so all of us have WordPress sites. It's a great platform for your site and your quote-unquote blog, and all that kind of stuff. But here's the issue with WordPress, right? There's always a conflict with a plugin. There's always something happening, some update, some upgrade, and all of a sudden that site doesn't work, it's broken. And just the other, 3 months ago, there was this huge hack that all these sites with SSL certs were just, compromised. And since WordPress came out, I've had my sites hacked 3 times, and it's because the hosting companies that we host them with leave vulnerabilities and holes and allow people to come in and do some stuff. And I wasn't really compromising any of my data or anything like that, but it was just like, okay, I got to deal with this. And so something was always breaking. So my son came up with a solution, and actually, I want to kind of share with you real quick. I wasn't even going to reveal to me he's my son at first. I was going to tell you about this kid. But so let me talk about this kid. So there's this kid that he got into internet marketing when he was real young, about 15 years old. And by the time he was 16, he was selling remote control airplanes on the internet, and he was ringing the cash register, and he did a lot of stuff. He built forums. He built the second largest reptile forum on the internet and sold it off for cash. Then he started building replicated websites and putting advertising on those websites. And at one point, he had checks coming in as much as $10,000 a month for his websites, and that was when he was around 19 years old. Now he's 28 years old, and he got frustrated with this whole concept of building membership sites and plugins breaking and being so complicated and integrating shopping carts and integrating merchant accounts. And so he created the solution that is really, really awesome. And as Cliff and I were talking earlier today, this is one of those solutions that we put together a done-for-you service, because there's a lot of people out there that go, got it, get it, Greg. I just want to hire you to do it. I understand. There's people that understand how much time they have and what the value of their time is. And I was just on the phone with one of my friends, Barry Spilchuk. He was the author of A Cup of Chicken Soup for the Soul, and he said to me, here's his words. He said, Greg, it's not my genius. It's not my job. I need to hire you to do this, right? So that's kind of what we want to talk about today. So what I want to do is you guys get your questions ready, and any questions you have about anything related to your membership site, your content, what you would charge, how you would charge, what it would do, all that kind of stuff. I'm going to go and I'm going to share my screen live. And I'm going to show you 3 or 4 membership sites that I have or that I'm involved with. And I'm going to show you what they look like and how yours would look like and how yours would function. And then we can talk about our done-for-you services. And at the end of this, we have a simple little application form we're going to have you fill out. And then if you're interested, that Cliff's going to call you, and he's going to talk to you and get all kinds of information from you so we can properly give you a quote on what that would look like to build you a membership site and get you up and going really fast. Now, on the other hand, if you say, I got on this call because I'm interested in membership sites and I'm not necessarily interested in the done for you, I have a team that could do it myself. We can also, Cliff can share with you what that would look like, and we can set you up with that as well. But really this is about us doing it for you and taking all of that work off your plate and what that looks like. So, with that being said, I see we got a number of people on here. So why don't you guys go ahead in the chat box and tell me where you're from, and yes, you can hear us okay. I see there's all kinds of people on this webinar right now. Go ahead and just go in that chat box and say, hey, this is Greg from San Diego or wherever you're from, and let us know that you can hear us okay and the sound and quality, everything's good. And if you have any issues, you can put it in that chat box as well. So with that being said, I am going to share my screen. And there we go. So now you guys are seeing on my screen a website called masterhangouts.com. masterhangouts.com. Now, we are doing a Google Hangout right now. That's what we are doing. We're using Google's technology to do this. We happen to be using a product called Webinar Jam to do it, but we are doing a Google Hangout. So in order to kind of prove a point, I bought the rights for $27 to this course that was created by somebody else, and along with this course I got the sales video and I got the whole course. So what we're looking at is we're looking at a sales page, and every membership site that's going to sell anything has to have a sales page. So this is the sales page, and this is what your sales page will look similar to this when we create the website for you, your membership site. And it comes with a place for you to have your sales video, and we really recommend highly that we have a sales video. We can help you get that created if needed. Then we have a headline right here. We have a sub-headline right here. Then we have our first call to action button and get access now and the price. And then below that we have about the owner, about the course. We have our social sharing buttons, and again, this would all be on your membership site that we build for you. And then below the sales video and the sales copy right there, we have what's called preview what's inside. So people that are interested and they want to see what do I get when I get inside, here's a preview of all of the lessons inside. Now we organize everything in the area of what we call courses, and in each course would be a lesson. So here's the course, G+ Hangouts Mastery, and we have 20 lessons in this course. And I'm going to log in a second to show you the course itself. And then we have an advanced course that only has 14 videos. Then we have our additional benefits box. We have another call to action box. We have our 60-day guarantee, and that could be 30-day guarantee, it could be 7-day guarantee, whatever you want. And then we have our footer. So this is our standard sales page design. Now I'm going to show you one more real quick. Let me log out of this one and show you. This is another one we have called PeerTap, and you can see it's very similar. Here's PeerTap and sales video, different headline, but you can see how they look very similar, right? Gray background. Now you can change the colors, you can change the themes, different logos, that kind of stuff. But you can see this one's $97 a month. You can see over here we have images, we have a much longer description on what the course is, another call to action, so you can see that's what the sales page looks like. So now let me go ahead and log in. So I'm going to click log in. And as I hit log in, I see Ricardo says this looks awesome, and Waddell, ooh, Waddell, dude, I haven't talked to you in a long time. So Waddell, I met Waddell. He created a leash for the cell phone that you hook to your belt, and you would never leave and lose your cell phone. Hey, what's going on, man? And I see Melvin here from Escondido. Welcome, Melvin. And Ricardo, originally from Italy, and Janet's from California, and there's a bunch of you guys. So thank you for joining us. I appreciate your time. I know your time is valuable, and we appreciate that. So I'm logging in to Hangouts Mastery right now, and you're going to see now, because I'm an admin, it's logged me into the back office, and I'm going to kind of come back here in a second. So I clicked on the top navigation. I want to show you what an end user would see, a client. So when a client logs in, here's what they see: available courses, and you can see we have the G+ Hangouts Mastery, the G+ Hangouts Mastery Advanced, and then we have the Live Hangout Archives. Now here's the first thing I want you to notice that other membership site technology and platforms do not have. This is unique to us. We have what we call course completion tracking, and you can see it says I've completed 3 out of 20, and on this one I've completed 1 out of 14. So I'm going to go ahead and click on View Course, and now it's going to take me to this particular course. And when I get to this particular course, it gives me a little slider bar showing me the percentage of completion. And what we know from scientific type, people and studies, that when people can see a progress bar, they're more likely to consume and to keep going. It helps motivate people. And then as I scroll down, here's all the lessons. So we have it broken down in sections, and then lessons, right? So here we go. There's the 20 lessons. And if I wanted to, I could click on View the Lecture, and I can jump to any lesson I want. Or I can just click this and say continue with where I left off. And that's the other thing I love about our system that no one else has is, and I could log you into another system, but I don't really want to like profile and somebody else's system. But I was in one earlier today, and I actually was watching videos on doing webinars because I'm not an expert webinar guy, but I'm like, I better learn to be an expert webinar guy, right? So I'm watching somebody else's webinar course. They have 25 videos, and after you watch 3 or 4, you go, where did I leave off? And you got to like search, and you have to play hide and seek and try to find where I left off. Well, ours, you click one button, it automatically takes me up. I left off at lesson 4, and then I can push the play button. Now, a couple things I want to note. As you give us your video content and your PDF files and all your files for your membership site, we will upload those, and those will be automatically encoded to work on mobile phones, tablets, and every computer system designed by man. And it also will be encoded both high definition and low definition, so if people do have a inadequate or a slower internet speed, they will have a good experience. Okay, very cool. Now, some people see these social sharing buttons and they think, wow, you're going to share my content. I thought that was the protected content. It is protected content, but when people share this video, it just shares your sales page. So now your customers are helping drive traffic to your membership site. Then I want you to notice on the right-hand side our description box. So this is where you can put a description about this lesson. And then I'm going to click on the Downloads tab. Now, if you allow it, you don't have to allow it. We recommend it in most cases, but in some cases we don't, is you can allow your customers to download the actual video themselves so they can maybe watch it on their iPad when they're flying on the airplane. They can watch it offline. They don't have to be connected to the internet. And when you allow that, not only do we allow them to download the video, but we also strip the audio automatically in the background from the video itself and allow them to download just the audio. So people like me, I am a personal development junkie. When I'm on the treadmill, I'm listening to personal development. When I'm driving in the car, I'm listening to personal development. So if you want to allow this, now your customers can take those audio files, put them on your iPad, their iPods, their phones, their smartphones, and they can listen to you everywhere they go, right? It's a very, very cool feature. As well as you could then take that audio file that's from your video file, you could upload that to a podcast system and get additional traffic, additional notoriety, and get stuff out there, your name and your brand out there. Very, very cool feature. Again, I don't know of another system that does that automatically on the fly on behalf of the platform, the technology. Now, here's another really super cool but simple feature. We have a Notes tab. So how many times are you watching a video and you're taking written notes? Then you go watch the other video, you're taking written notes. And then you want to go back to that video and you want to refer to an action item, an aha moment, or what was that about, get some clarity. You can't remember. Well, with us, you take the notes right to the right of the video. Now, what I'll do is I'll keep track of the timer clock. It's got a timer clock. It shows, you know, I'm at 3 seconds, I'm at 10 minutes, I'm at 5 minutes, and I'll go in here to notes, and I'll go I'll say like at 2 minutes and 43 seconds, action item, you know, build checklist. Right, and then I can hit save that note. So now I can come back to my things. And we're going to create a little feature where you can export these notes. We don't have that yet, but that's coming. But the idea is now your notes are tied to the video. It's very well organized. It really gives you the ability to come back, refer back. Like if I want to refer back to this video, I don't want to have to watch the whole video to find out what I really liked about it. I want to just put that little notation at 2 minutes and 43 seconds. I can come back and I can review that particularly part of the video again. So now, let me do this real quick. With what I've said so far, Cliff has really joined us a week ago, or not even a week ago, this week.
Not even, yeah.
Monday. So he's been going through all the training videos. He's been going through all of Josh's courses, all of our stuff. Based on what I just said, do you have any questions, Cliff, that you want to ask that maybe you think other people might be thinking along the lines of you?
You know, I like the customizable part of the look and the feel, because obviously not everybody's going to want gray or green and so on. They're going to want to have colors that are going to match their logos and so on. So when I went through the training part of it, it was really interesting to see how easy it was to adapt those color changes and adding logos and so on, because I want it to look like it belongs to me. I don't want it to look like it's a cookie cutter. So aside from the framework, I really did appreciate the full customizable abilities that the technology has behind it in the platform. And I'm learning more, you know, every day. But I will make everybody hopefully feel a little more comfortable in that I've been involved in technology, God, since 1998. I think, Greg, is when you and I first got together, and we were doing these corporate due diligence websites for people. So I'm very versed in having that once back and forth with people to help them understand, hey, this is the information I'm going to need from you in this format in order for us to execute the kind of website that you need built. So we understand, Greg and I, as well as our web team, we understand that you're not going to be able to give us all the information all at once because you probably don't have it written down yet, or at least some of you don't. All right, some of you might be very well organized and you're going to have a library of videos, you'll have a number of PDFs, you'll have audio files, everything will be synced up. But at the same time, we also understand there's plenty of people who need a helping hand. So both Greg and I have been involved with that customer service aspect for many years. I've been a hotel professional for many years, so I personally know a lot about the customer service angle. So I don't want anybody to feel that they're going to be left out there in the cold if they're lost or they're stuck. If you're stuck, if you've got questions, we like to be able to get back to you within 24 hours, less than that if possible. So, feel free to shoot the questions out as they come. Pick up the phone, give me a call. But you'll find that working with us is going to be very easy compared to some of the people that you may have tried to work with prior.
Yeah.
So I think that's a big part of it.
Oh, that's awesome, and that's well said. So let me go back to sharing my screen. And now I'm sharing my screen of a completely different branded. You can see we have a different branding logo. We have a different color schemes. But the courses and the content are still laid out in a very, very clean fashion. And start the course. And again, same look and feel, so people get used to it. And we have Facebook-like things here, so you can automatically tie in your Facebook, your YouTube channels, and get right to where you want them to go. So this is just another membership site. And this is just like a generic membership site, no logo, the gray, no logos here on the branding here, and that kind of stuff. So, but let me do this now. I'm going to go back to Master Hangouts, and I'm going to go to Manage Site. You see, I'm clicking on Manage Site, so now I'm going back into the admin area. And one of the things and one of the fears that people have is that, Greg, yeah, you can build my site for me, and I want to pay you to build the site, and I want you to get me up and going, and so I can start accepting credit cards tomorrow. But I also want to be able to update my site. I also want to be able to add content to it in the future, and you don't want to be dependent on us. Now, this is our business that we have started, and that's why Cliff has joined our team to manage the sales part of this business and to manage this client relationship part of it. So this is our business that we're doing. So we're experts at building these membership sites. We're experts at helping coach you on various little nuances that are going to help you ring the cash register more. But this technology, by all means, does not tie you to us. And that's one thing that Cliff and I, we've done millions of dollars of software development together. And when we get tied to programmers, you become dependent on programmers, it was something that we want to avoid. So I'm going to show you a few things in here, but I'm not going to show you too much because the idea is that this is a done-for-you program. We're going to do it for you. But if you did want to come in here and update your content, you would just come in here, you would click on the Content tab, and then you hit Manage Content, and it's a little bit slow because all the people. So I hit Manage Content, and then it takes me to those lessons and to those courses, and then you can move them around, you can drag and drop them, you can add one, you can delete one. And again, we're going to have a little service for a very nominal fee. If you want us to maintain and do this for you, we can do that as well. But we just don't want you to know that you're depending on us. It's literally, I have my wife building websites, I have my daughter building websites. This literally could be taught to an 8-year-old to do. It's just work, right? It's just work. And the strategy comes in on how you design your course, how you organize your course, and how you do that kind of stuff. And then you can kind of customize the color schemes and a lot of that kind of stuff. You can also add PDFs. You can also add audio files. So we recommend you have checklists and you have PDF handouts and stuff to go with your files. But I want to show you one other really key feature that is just really, really cool. Every single site that we build, we can get you a pre-approved merchant account. A pre-approved merchant account. And I don't know if you've ever had a merchant account, but I'm going to go ahead and go to a merchant, the company that we use, because I want to show you something. So we built the whole technology platform built on what's called Stripe. Now, just before this call, I wanted to look up Stripe and see kind of where they're at. I looked them up. I found an article in the Wall Street Journal, and they just got another $80 million of funding, and they're valued at $1.7 billion. That's up from $500 million 2 years ago. It's a 4-year-old company, and don't you love that, Cliff? 4-year-old company at $1.7 billion.
God bless them.
So these are the newest, biggest competitors to PayPal. And the reason they're the newest, biggest competitors to PayPal is that they made it really, really easy for developers to tie into platforms like what we're doing with our membership sites. Whereas PayPal has all kinds of legacy old code, and they just can't compete in that ease of use. The pricing is exactly like PayPal. It's 2.9% and 30 cents a transaction. Now, you might be saying, Greg, I already have a merchant account. Okay, well, we have a solution for that as well. You can use that merchant account. I personally also have like 7 merchant accounts, and I'm moving my merchant accounts slowly over to Stripe because my other merchant accounts charge me $25 a month and $35 a month, and it's just a hassle. I like Stripe better. So with Stripe, it automatically plugs into your new membership platform that we're going to build for you. And you can come in here and you can create a $27 plan. You can create a one-time plan. You can create a $7 a month plan. You can create a $7 a week plan. You can create different plans. You click Create a New Plan, and it brings up a little WYSIWYG, and you click a couple buttons. You put in your price point. Do I want a monthly subscription? Do I want a weekly subscription? Do I want a yearly subscription? Do I want a one-time fee? And whatever you choose, and you put that plan in here, it shows up here. And then I just click on Feature, boom, and that's what's featured on the home page. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to create a new plan. And remember how I showed you guys the sales page? On the sales page, and it was $27. I'm going to create a one-time charge, and I'm going to change the price to $7. So I hit $7, Create Plan. Now I've just created the plan. Oh, you already have a plan of this type, so I have to delete that plan first. Hold on. I'm still learning as I go, too. So I got to delete. I got to feature a different one.
So you're just deactivating it. Actually, you're not deleting it.
Exactly. Deactivate it. And now I'm going to go create a new plan. And I'm going to do one-time fee, $7. And I'm going to hit Create the Plan. Now, think of a shopping cart. Right? In the old days, you have to create a product, you have to do all this stuff. Now I just create the shopping cart. Now I'm going to hit Feature. Now we're featuring that $7 plan. Now I'm going to hit Log Out, and I'm going to go back to the sales page, and I'm going to show you how it dynamically, automatically, instantly changed the buttons on the home page. See? There's that button. Remember that button earlier was $27. Now it's $7. That's how easy it is to change your pricing plans, change your sales plays. It's all dynamic. Everything's done on the fly. Now let me go back in and show you one other thing. So let me log back in here. And what's really cool about this system too is it gives the ability for your end customers to easily cancel their membership, update their credit card payments. They can cancel and start. If you have a subscription-based plan that's $10 a month, $50 a month, $100 a month, and they need to take a couple months off, they easily can do it. And from a customer service standpoint, I like that. So I'm going to come in here to payments, and you can see here's all the payments, just the $7, $7, $7, $7. And then I raised the price to $27. I only got 2 orders, and I didn't get any more orders. So I'm just going to lower the price back to $7 and start selling it more for $7. It's just simple. Plus, you can create coupons. So if you wanted to give people a coupon, a discount off, you could do stuff like that. Oh, another really cool thing. See if I have it turned on with this site. Yeah, see this Contact Us form. Every membership site, every website needs a contact form. You need like a help desk. We have a built-in help desk. Now I pay for my Kaiko help desk $49 a month, right? And I'm so integrated with it I can't get away from it. So I'm stuck paying them $49 a month. With our system, you don't have to. You have a Contact Us form built in to our system. Now, if you already have a help desk like I do, it's just one line in the back system, put your URL for your help desk, and now all of a sudden that becomes the help desk of your new membership site. So with that, I think I went over everything I wanted to go over on the demo side of things. Let me open it up. Is there any questions out there? If you have any questions, let me know what your questions are, and I'm going to look at my notes here.
Greg, what somebody was asking here is about the Stripe account and whether or not it accessed their bank. The short answer is yes. When you set up your Stripe account, it's going to ask you for your bank's routing number, the checking accounts, because it's going to automatically make deposits into your account for you. You don't actually have to go into Stripe and then transfer money to say, hey, send this much money back to my bank. It's going to be all tied together. So when you set that up, originally it's a one-time setup. I think in the demonstration videos, I think that process took 5 minutes.
Not even.
Yeah.
Not even.
Well, we'll say 5 minutes for those who are not sure where routing numbers are and where the account numbers are and so on and so forth. But it is very, very simple to use. I had a site prior where I was selling some things online, and I had a different I think I was using Authorize.net, and I can assure you that it is far more complicated than what's going on here with Stripe. So for me to be introduced to the Stripe payment process is a godsend. I'm like, okay, this is great. This is going to save me a lot of time and a lot of headache. And for those of you who may have, wondered whether or not they're even going to be approved for a merchant account, I want to stress on this that you are guaranteed to be approved for your merchant account. I mean, I can't say that any stronger, because a lot of people may have had different things happen to them in the past with the housing market changing, job changes, and what have you, bankruptcies, whatever. But because it's all tied into our system, you are going to get that merchant account.
Exactly. It's a great point. And I just changed my name from Angel Network to Angel Investors Network, and they made me get a new merchant account, and I had to get a new merchant account with what I was doing already. And the approval process was like 7 days. And then I had to go in and change all kinds of technology in the back end because they wouldn't let me use the same exact merchant account. It made me so mad. And with this system, really, they ask you your name, your address, your bank account, your routing number, and the last 4 digits of your social security number. You hit submit, and it's done. It's over. Now, in addition to that, once you get to where you're processing $80,000 a month or more in revenues, you can call them up and negotiate your fees down from 2.9% and 30 cents a transaction and get your fees lowered. We also called them up and said, what if we're processing $500,000 a month? Are you going to hold my funds? They said, nope, up to $500,000 a month, and there's no limit on how much money you can generate. And what they do is they have a rolling 24-hour clock, or no, 48-hour clock. Every 2 days, they deposit into your bank account from the previous day of sales or whatever it is. So if you make sales today, 2 days from now it gets deposited. You make sales tomorrow, 2 days from then it gets deposited. So it gets in your account like that. So very cool stuff. Very, very cool stuff. So let me see what questions you have. I'm going to launch another poll. I'm just doing the polls because I think it's fun. So start poll. So when do you want to launch your membership site? The next 30 days, the next 90 days, next 6 months. So go ahead and answer that poll, and let me see if we have any questions that we have. Do we have any questions out there? And then Ricardo was saying he can't hear anymore. He lost our.
We got him back. We got him back. I know that I'm in the process of putting all the content together right now for my site. I got to tell you, I'm pretty excited about getting the thing up and running and seeing how the whole system works and ties together. But from everything that I've seen so far, from all the training information, this is simple compared to a lot of the other things that I've done in my life. This is actually pretty simple. So I'm looking forward to getting this going.
No, and I want to make one other point too, that I don't know how to do a testimonial video on here, but I did want to show a video. I'm going to go to Facebook and just show you, see if I can find it. Let's see. I'll just show you a picture of it, and I'll tell you what he says, because I don't know how to play the video on this Hangout. But just, you can go to this website and you can see it. If I go to videos, why is it not here? I don't know. It must have got deleted. Anyway, I think my son deleted it. I'm not sure why he would have done that, but it's not showing up. But anyway, there's a guy named Chris Stennert. He's got a company out of Florida called PureTap. I was showing you his membership site. We built the membership site for him in 24 hours. He had no content, none. So I want to share with you, you don't need content. You have to be able to create content. You have to be able to deliver content. But his thought process was, if you guys build it for me and I start marketing it, that's going to get me off my you-know-what to start creating content. So we built him the website, built together the shell, helped him, coaching him on a little sales page. He then went and posted on Facebook, I got a new membership site. I'm going to teach you this, this, and this. It's $97 a month. And within 24 hours, he had like 17 people signed up at $97 a month. Within the first 3 days, he had 30 people. Within the first 33 days, he had 80 people or something like that. He was making $8,000 a month. Now about 45 days later, he's got 130, I think, paying $97 a month. That's $13,000 a month of reoccurring revenue. And he's got a video testimony saying, I didn't have to add anybody to my team. It's reoccurring revenue, and these guys did all the hard, heavy lifting with the membership site and got it going. So don't get stuck to think, I can't start my membership site right now, right? Because we can get it started for you with one video, with one little sales concept, and as long as you create content and go and deliver to your customers, you're going to be okay. So with that being said, yeah.
Greg, we got a question here from Melvin, is asking what kind of assistance can we give with developing content? That's coming in the chat room. He wants to know what kind of assistance can we give or provide with developing content. I think, Melvin, to answer the question maybe publicly here, it really depends on the kind of thing that you're trying to create, because there'll be some things that obviously we'll have some knowledge about, but if you're talking about a membership site that's going to be, let's just say about electrical engineering, I'm not going to be the guy to be able to help you with that content. We can help you organize content. We could probably get you some technical writers. We could probably certainly find you writers. I mean, there's different people that we could provide services for. But that was a very specific question that he had. So I think what it looks like is he might be looking for someone to assist in the writing of his content or the creation of that content. Does that make sense to you?
Yeah, no, and let me answer that in a different way. And while I'm answering that email you put together, remember you said, here's what you're going to get for your stuff. For your pre-done membership site, you can kind of maybe cover those bullet points you had. But one thing is, Melvin, here's the way that works, Melvin. So, and everyone says, how much is this going to cost? And Waddell, you're asking, how long will it take once you provide the information? So, let me address Melvin's first question. Melvin, we have $1,500 is our base minimum absolute price that we will do a done-for-you website. Upwards of $10,000, right? Depending on how much content you have. Like Laura Langmeyer, when we did her, she had a year's worth of content, like 60 videos, 100 PDFs, 50 or 60 audio files. So it was a lot of work, a lot of encoding, a lot of downloading, a lot of work. So part of our goal is that you say, yep, I'm in, I'm raising my hand, I want Cliff and you guys to help me. Cliff's going to get on the phone with you and he's going to download how many videos you have, how long is your course going to be, all these questions, and then based on that, we're going to give you a quote on what we could do it for. Along with that quote, you get two really important things. One, you get a strategy call to help you get the assistance to decide what it is, because really it's all about the clarity and then the clarity pushing it out there. So that's one. Two, everybody who invests in our done-for-you services, we're giving you access and a copy to our course called Monthly Membership Income. And it is a 60 video course on everything from choosing your niche, marketing, traffic strategies, everything from A to Z that you can have access to that would help you with some of that kind of stuff. And you may not want to go through it, doesn't matter to us, but you would have access to it, and we would give that to you. And then Waddell said, how long would it take for us to do this? If you sent me a zip file, Waddell, and you had everything ready to go, I'll have you up and going in 24 hours. Now depending on, I mean, we have a lot of people on this webinar, and I'm going to start buying traffic for this webinar, and we're doing these every week now. As we get more and more clients backed up in the backlog, that could change a little bit. It might be 3 or 4 or 5 days, but I would guarantee that just about anybody, anytime, we could have you accepting credit cards within a week max, and realistically, if you give us all the content, 24 to, I'll say 48 hours. Reasonably, 48 hours you're accepting credit cards. Now, I'm telling you what, you pay me an extra $1,000 and I'll have it done for you in 2 hours.
Easy now, easy.
Literally, that Google, that Mastery Hangouts that I did, I created that website, launched that website from start to finish in less than 3 hours, and you saw it had 21, 30, 35 videos, 35 separate videos I uploaded, and I had it all going in 3 hours. But again, I'm doing this. I know our technology. I know how to kick it out. I had everything ready to go. Boom. The sales video was there. The sales copy was there. Where we get bogged down in time is the sales copy or the sales video or the description of what it is. But because Stripe is so easy, because we know our technology, we can get this done for you really, really fast.
You know, Greg, I want to let everybody know here that earlier today we were working on a questionnaire that would be kind of to help us give you an accurate quote. So I think maybe the best thing, for the easiest way for me to get that to you is if you wanted to send an email over to us. Greg, was there an email address on the invitation that you sent?
No, I have that.
Webinar?
I have this. I'm going to just go ahead and send you guys the URL because right now we have a little form that says, "Yeah, I'm interested." If you fill out this form, and it goes right to Cliff.
Because I can also email them the larger one that we just did that gets a little more detail to actually get a number in there to try to get them some numbers. I'll be more than happy to send that over. It's just a simple Excel form. You fill in the blanks, you send it back, and then we'll give you a quote.
Yeah. I'm going to go ahead and send you guys. I think I just sent you the URL for it's membershipsareus.com/application. And whatever I did, it just took my whole webinar jam away. So do we have any more questions out there? And what I saw Waddell asked, can you help with pricing? If you're asking Waddell, can we help you structure? Should it be 97 a month? Should it be 97 one time, 47 a month? Yeah, that's part of that strategy call that you would get with us, and we would really talk about the philosophies behind that and the market and what we could do to do that. And then we'll over deliver. I just did a little class yesterday on lead magnets, and which by the way. We're going to give everyone a free gift for sitting on this call. I'm going to give you guys a lead magnet checklist and a little 7-page report I put together called Lead Magnets List Building on Steroids. And I got a lead magnet worksheet and checklist. So watch your email for that coming through, and we'll send you a link to download that as your gift for sitting through this webinar with us because we do appreciate it. And I wanted to kind of give you guys that bonus. It's cool stuff. I'm creating a whole new course on just funnel optimization and business optimization with as part of what I'm doing for my coaching businesses.
Hey, Greg, what if people had a need? Let's say all their websites get done, the membership website gets built, and that's obviously that's the technology productivity that we do. But what about marketing? Is there any way that they can get help from the marketing perspective of trying to market their membership sites? Are there classes that they can attend, whether they be online webinars or whatever? Are those things that you're going to cover in the future for everybody?
Well, you went through the monthly membership income course, and you got to the point to where Josh just added like 6 or 8 or 9 videos in the last 24 hours that's marketing your membership site. So again, everyone who makes the investment wants to get the done for you services, you're going to get access to that course. And by the way, that course sells for $997. So we're throwing it in. And if you just went to that traffic section, we talk about traffic with Facebook, buying traffic on Facebook. We talk about YouTube. We talk about social media. We're talking about joint ventures, affiliate marketing. So we give you all kinds of ways that we do every day to drive traffic to our websites and get opt-ins. And part of it's just lead magnet that I was talking about too. It's just understanding who your market is, profiling them, and then creating the right lead magnets to bring them in the funnel.
Yeah, I mean, obviously we don't want to just build a site because we got you to build a site. All right, we want you to succeed. So I think the marketing is extremely important because you certainly don't want to throw your money at something and then hope and sit on your hands waiting for something to succeed. I think that's a critical part of it. And a lot of people may understand, okay, I can get my membership site built, but how am I going to make sure that it's successful? Well, a lot of that's going to require, effort on your end from the marketing perspective. But, perhaps there's going to be some marketing services we can provide to you, but that's something that we can do on a one-on-one basis.
Yeah.
Greg Waddell asked another question. He has an ebook, and he wants to convert into a membership site. I got to tell you, if you wrote an ebook, you've already got a lot of information in there. You've got chapters that you can convert into lessons and courses and so on. So an ebook, if it's already done, is a very perfect medium for that. Another question came here is, what kind of content can I load up on the membership site? Another good question. There's 3 major or three main content types. You've got video, which is actually always the easiest way to get people to listen because people like watching other people. That's why television is so popular. You've got audio, which I guess relates to the radio audience, right? You can just sit and talk to somebody. And then there's also text, which in Waddell's case would kind of refer to the content from his ebook. So you can do video, you can do audio, and you can do text. You can have combinations of those things. You can have videos with PDFs that are all available to be downloaded from the download tabs. But it's really, those are the three main content providers, and between the three of them, there's really nothing else that you can't do.
Yeah, and again, another thing that we do too is you have courses, and in your course you have your curriculum, your lessons, and then you have blog posts. So you can put blog posts inside of your members area. So it's not necessarily a course, but hey, I did a one-off training on lead magnets. Let me post that as a blog post in the members area. Or I did a live Google Hangout for my members, which we really promote that. It's like you should be doing what we're doing right now. This is how we build rapport. It's how you build trust. It's how you build all kinds of great goodwill and intrinsic value. And then you record these type of things and you put them in the members area, so it's member benefits, so they can come back and watch it at their leisure because they missed it or whatever. Because a lot of the training I do, we have the recorded content, but then we also do the live content, so I can do the Q&A. But some people can't make those live meetings, so we record them and put them in the members area, so you can do that as well. And Waddell, if you got an ebook and you're ready to go, that's the perfect type of situation. Just lock and load it and get it going. And I'll tell you another. Matter of fact, let me grab something if I'm not tethered too close. I'll give you another example. So. This summer, or this spring, I bought a condominium or a timeshare condominium in Vail, Colorado, and I bought it from this guy right here. John Scholl. So what he does is he has DVDs, right? And he packages up this little $2,000 kit right here, and he has to get the printing done, the packaging done, the fulfillment done. It weighs about 7 pounds, I guess, 8 pounds. And he has to ship this out every time he sells one of them. I said, do you have an online membership site where you could deliver that digitally? He goes, no. I said, well, maybe we could do that for you. So one of the things that we do for people, or we have done, is we've joint ventured with them going, hey, we'll build it, we'll do it for you, you drive all the traffic, you do all the marketing, and we'll split the revenues, and we'll give you an additional revenue stream. And so we partner with some people when they have the right kind of stuff and they can drive the traffic. I'm not going to do the marketing for him, but he can already do the marketing. But like Waddell, he's already got an ebook. Who already out there already has DVDs, right? So you can just create that content and do it that way. I want to make a couple things I did think of too. Is one thing, just in fair disclosure too, once we build the website for you, your membership site for you, there is a small hosting fee that you have to be aware of. So the site is built on the platform that my son built called Value Add-On, and Value Add-On is $37 a month for one membership site. Now that includes your merchant account, that includes your hosting for all your videos, that includes everything except for your email management. We don't do email management. We figure you should do that with your Aweber, your Infusionsoft, your OneShopping, that kind of stuff, because people that do that need to be good at it, and that's their business. We want to be good at membership sites and delivering educational content. So everything other than your email marketing and membership, and you guys can probably hear that, the paramedics are driving by. It's $37 a month. Now, we have another plan that's $97 a month, and you can upgrade anytime from $37 to $97, but then it's $97 a month. You can have up to 10 membership websites. So Cliff and I were talking earlier, and my friend Barry, who's the Chicken Soup for the Soul, a cup of Chicken Soup for the Soul author, he has 2 programs that are already in DVD and audio format, and he wants 2 membership sites. So I said, well, you just get the $97 plan, and we'll talk to you about what that would cost to build those sites for you, and we're going to build 2 for him. And he goes, well, I want to have 3 or 4 more. So he wants to have 4 or 5, and that's like me. I think I have 9 right now. And so think about that too. I just want a full disclosure that once the money that you pay us to do the done-for-you services is not include the monthly hosting fee. And all your videos, again, are hosted on Amazon S3, which is rated one of the top video hosting platforms in the planet, right? So we get good delivery there. I can't see the Webinar Jam questions anymore, so if you see any more questions, Cliff, you bring them up.
I will.
So again, if you're ready to go and you want to have a conversation with Cliff and get this thing started, just go to Memberships R Us, the letter R, like Toys R Us, membershipsrus.com/application. And we're going to call you. And in regards to that, we're probably going to call everyone anyway, because this is the first one we've done like this. We want to get your feedback, so we're going to reach out and communicate with you. But the first applications that come in are going to get the first, we're going to take them in order. Because I know there are some people on this call that are like, I need to get this done. I want to ring that cash register. So.
You know what, Greg? Since this is our first one, and you've got what do we got? How many people today? 13 or so. 11 attendees are still on with us. Okay. Let's say that regardless of the order that you sign up, this is our first webinar, and you're going to be the first folks to hear about this. Of course, Greg, I didn't clear this with him yet, guys. So
I'm going to say, what does he say? I got to mute. Where's the mute button?
No, there's no mute. Now I want to give him a little bit of a discount for being first on the farm. I mean, come on, we got to give everybody a little bit of inspiration here, right? Because you can go to the store and buy something off the shelf, but this is something new to them. This is a first foray for us in the webinar area, and I think as the first timers, they should get a little something. But okay, I'll let you be the guy to say what they're going to get.
What if we give? What if we just give a flat 15% if you order in the next 24 hours?
There you go. That's something.
Okay, so you make the commitment and make your payment, and then for the next 24 hours, and you get 15% off. The price.
I mean, they've got our email, right? They know how to reach us. They got our phone numbers.
Yeah.
Let us know. Go out there and fill out the interest application, and they'll all be time stamped. So I like that. 15% off for those who respond in the first 24 hours is great.
That just cut your.
You're welcome.
That just cut your feed down. So you're. And it's cool because Cliff and I have worked on and off together since 1990 or
97, 98, yeah.
There. Very cool. So is there any other questions? Let's wrap it up if not.
Let me see. I'll just check the chat room one more time. I don't see anything new here, but I think everybody's got a nice introduction to what this is all about. Greg, you did a great job on the demonstrations, and obviously it's still a little bit of a learning curve for me, but I got to tell you, people, for somebody who's sitting through this literally for the first time, this is a no-brainer. It's going to save you a lot of money, certainly a lot of time and energy if we're going to do it for you. Then again, if you feel adventurous and you want to dive in and start doing it yourself, you're more than welcome to do that, and at some point, hey, you may throw your hands up and go, help, I need help, somebody do this for me. And we look forward to making sure that everybody has a successful launch for whatever it is that they want to do.
Yeah, and let me say this about this. You obviously had an interest in membership sites. You obviously had an interest in doing this. What's the cost of you? Like if I said to you, when you get your membership site up and going, how much money is it going to generate for you? Is it going to generate $1,000 a month? That's $12,000 a year. Is it going to generate $5,000 a month? That's $60,000 a year. Is it going to generate $10,000 a month? That's $120,000 a year. So the cost of you not taking action, that's it. If you tell me, hey, my site's going to make me $1,000 a month, by you not taking action today, it's cost you $12,000 minimum. If you can make $5,000 a month, it's going to cost you $60,000. So I always tell people, look, if you're going to spend your time to listen to us, take action, right? Do something about it. Whether you work with us or something else, let us know, hey, you got me to take action. We want you to take action. And you cannot go to any web development firm that I know of in the United States. Now, you might be able to do this with somebody in the Philippines or somewhere over the country and get them to build you a fully functional shopping cart, merchant account, website that collects credit cards with password protected, all that kind of password protection to lock people in, lock people out, and then the course completion tracking, the built-in help desk. You can't get that done for $1,500. And even if you have 50 or 60 videos and we got to charge you $3,000, you can't get that done for $3,000. You can't do it.
Not today. You cannot.
And it won't be. And again, so this is a great value. We want to do it. And you know what? I'm going to ask you this: make a commitment. Let us know. And then two, who do you know? Refer some business our way. I have one lady who wants a membership site so bad, she does not have the money to pay for it. She has the content, but she doesn't have the money to pay for it. She's referred me 7 people, and as those people start signing up, I'm going to give her a commission, and she's going to get her membership site built for free. So we could do the same thing with, we have affiliates promoting and market this. And if you refer us anybody, Cliff will make sure 100% that you get tagged with that person, and you will get a percentage of that commission for those sites that are built because you refer us.
Hey, Greg, before we go, Andy had come in late and he asked if there was any replays of this webinar, and I said yes, it would be archived, but I'm really not sure where you're going to put it. So maybe you
It's
could address that.
basically the minute we hang up on the same link, there'll be an email that goes out tomorrow. But the same link you went to this, when you come, if you just click that like you're coming in, the replay is going to be here, and it's going to be here for. Yeah, we're not going to. I don't know when we're going to take the replay down, but probably 48 hours. I don't know, but it'll be right that link, and plus you'll get an email saying here's the replay, and we can go from there.
That might work. This works. That works.
All right,
Good
everybody.
deal.
Well, I want to say thank you again. Look for the email from us. We're going to send you the email so you get your free gift that I promised about lead magnets, and we'll be in touch. And you go to membershipsrus.com/application, fill out that application, and let's get you to save 15% and get you up and going. And I'll tell you one more thing. Here's another bonus I'll throw in. We'll write a press release, and we'll announce your new membership site is going. And I'll get that press release put out on the internet, and I'll post it on our blogs, and we'll help promote the launch of your membership site if you sign up again in the next 24 hours. So that's another good bonus for you.
Good bonus.
So this is Greg Retter saying thank you very much. We appreciate it, and do what we do. Wake up every day with an attitude of gratitude, and then tell somebody you love them. We'll see you guys later.
Thanks, guys. Bye-bye. See you soon.